Good morning, class. Today we're going to learn how to solve a couple triangle proofs and just basically get the general concepts down. First things first, we got to go over some vocabulary. So a proof is a mathematical way of proving that a shape is a certain shape, such as a triangle is a triangle, or a square is a square, or whatever shape that you may have that you're trying to prove. Congruent means equal to, and basically with those two understandings, we'll be able to solve these proofs. Alright, first thing we need to understand is how to make a proof. First thing is congruent. Now, when angles are congruent, they'll look like this. They'll have the same symbol. When more than one angle is congruent, it'll have a double arch. A double arch if they're different. So, that's how you look for that. When sides are congruent, they'll have a dash in them. If it's a different side, it'll 2 dash or 3 dash. Okay? This is equal with a squiggly on top. That means congruent. So for this triangle here, we could say that side AB, actually, let's pick a different side. Let's do side AC is equal or congruent to side CB, which would make it look like this, as these two would be congruent. That's basically what you're looking for in proofs. Biggest thing too is to write down your givens once you're given some, and in the next examples we'll be able to look at some givens and try to solve some proofs, learning about congruency. Alright, here's the first problem here. First thing we need to do is go over the givens. The givens so far are PR is perpendicular to SQ. So that means that these are right angles. So looking at here, and that means this first box here is a given. Next, PQ is equal or congruent to PS. And it's wrote on here, but we'll write it on here again. And that is also a given. And this one's actually down here at number 4, so we'll just put that on here first here. Okay? Now it says angle PRQ and PRS are right angles. Now, this is the perpendicular line. This perpendicular line forms right angles, so this is this, and then right angles. And that also means that these two right angles are congruent, because all right angles are congruent, they're all 90 degrees. And so far we've used this one. Next is triangle PRQ and PRS are right angles, or right triangles. And that is the definition of a right triangle. So we use that one. The next is that PR and PR are equal to each other, which I'll give you 2 dashes there, which means this is reflexive. This is a reflexive property. And lastly, now we need to prove this. So basically, what we're looking at here is that this is going to be a little side angle, is what you would think if you were looking at this originally. But because that is a perpendicular marker, okay, making those angles there, we could go side, as they're both right angles, remember, or right triangles, remember, and that would have to mean that SR and RQ are congruent. This is side, side, side. Okay, based on your knowledge so far, see if you can solve this one, and then we'll go back to it. Okay, this is what you should have for your answer. The first two are givens, as we have a midpoint at T, as you can see right here. And then the next given is ST being congruent to WT, and as you can see, it's in purple here. Number 3, it says angle SRT is congruent to WXT, so you go XRT, which is here, and WXT, which is here, and that is alternate interior angles are congruent. Okay, as they're both would be inside a transversal, that is here, and they are alternate sides of one another. The next is RTS is equal or congruent to XTW, and this is vertical angles. As you can see, these angles are on top of each other, which means that they are equal and congruent vertical angles. And after solving that, you should get angle side angle, as it is angle side angle.